Hey! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! And this is the pre show. I'm Jay Skinner, and we are having some fun waiting for everybody to get on board. You're going to learn about a project I've been working on for the last year and going to see some results and see some cool things, and I think you will really, really love it. Hey, everybody's coming on, and you're live with me on the Buyers and Sellers Show. Hope you enjoyed that playing and all that. Just how fun was that? Yeah, I enjoyed that. I did. So I'm Jay Skinner. You're on the Buyers and Sellers Show. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on here. Always do a few minutes worth of music up front and give everyone a chance to get on. We're live at 10:35 every Friday morning, and what can I say except for it's just a real pleasure to have you here today. So as we get into things, there's a couple of rules that are part of this show that have come along, and I just want to share these philosophies with you. And one of them is the silver rule. And the silver rule is do unto your vendors how you want your customers to do unto you. And I want to go back, and I didn't tell you the name of the company I was dealing with at all, and I won't do that. But on a previous show, I was talking to you about how I got this letter from one of my customers. And I'm a vendor, and I supply them with plastic pallets, and they're a big international company. And they were just telling me that they were going to move the terms, which I have net 30. That means that I expect them to pay me net 30 when I invoice them. Just like with my suppliers and everyone, we're all just on net 30, and it works out just fine. And they were telling me, well, I didn't have a choice. They were moving me to net 60 along with all these people and telling me their hard luck story. And I was really objecting to that and their attitude and how they were doing that. And I've seen this over the years. And I want you to know, if you're a buyer or a seller, that those letters are not the end of it. And I simply found out the lady that sent me the sent me the email from the big company. Is a big, president or executive vice president kind of person. And what I did was I simply found them. They didn't include their contact information on the letter, but I found them on LinkedIn. I sent a message through LinkedIn with a little note that says, I got your letter. I'm one of your suppliers. We need to talk. And before long, I got an email from a guy saying, hey, Jay, so-and-so asked me to contact you. There was a picture from the LinkedIn that they clipped out and said, I want to talk to you about this and see what we can do. And I got on the phone with them, and you could tell that really they're charged with holding the line and stretching all their payments out. But it's like I explained to them how, it's like just simply couldn't do it, but here's the value that I bring, and here's how I do what I do, and why I'm a vendor for you. But in order for everything to match up and work the way it needs to, we just need to all just stay on that 30. And you know what? At the end of the conversation, the guy said, okay, it's a deal. Everything remains the same. Everything's the same. Now, if you're getting letters pushing you by your customers to do things that just don't work for you, and it takes it out of being a win-win situation, what I want you to do is give them a call, contact them, and have that conversation with them. That's not like, oh, poor woe is me, which was not about that at all with me, but it was, oh, how do we work together, look forward to working together, be excited about working together, and make it in a way that good things happen. So the bottom line is, when you get those letters, which they're going out and people are getting stretched right now in payments, I want you to think about it, make the telephone call, and insist that whatever it is you work together on works for both of you. Okay? Let's see if we got some comments here already. Phone calls, emails, letters. Well done, Jay. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for coming by. This is great. There's Tom Bogoski. Tom Bogoski. All right. So, next rule: do for yourselves what you're asking others to pay you to do for them. Now, there's a question: how often do you look down and you realize that you're not doing for yourself what you're asking other people to pay you to do for them when it comes to selling, promotion, any number of things? So I want to encourage you to make sure that you are driving the car you're selling. I know you can. Now, it brings us back to this, and you saw the titles, and I'm sure this was interesting. Call it the Eagle and the Anchor. And over the last year or so, I've been working with packaging systems and small quantity boxes, and a new rebranding with small quantity boxes, and also working with packaging systems on their website program and all their marketing. It's been a very exciting, wonderful trip here, and it's not over, but we've gotten to a natural assessment time to see what have we done and what we accomplished. And I just want to give you, in a short period of time, some examples of cool things that we did that might help you see why you want to get into reforming and reinventing yourselves a little bit. Let's see. Now, Tom says, there we go. Tom says, I meant phone calls are better than emails and letters. Always get on the phone. Amen to that. And that was the cool thing. And I got on the phone with a guy and we had the call. And I agree. Anything that you can do to get closer to the individual that you're trying to influence or you want to have a relationship with is the best way. So thank you for clarifying that. So here's the story. Personalized packaging systems, we call it PPS, is the Eagle, and Don't Package Naked, TM, trademark, our trademark, is the Anchor. PPS is #1 website organically with those three words, personalized packaging systems, organically in Google as a phrase already without any quotation marks to look it up. And that's what I wanted to show you here, which may be incredibly amazing to you, that you think you could take a company, but this is with the great help. I'm add this to the stream here. And I want to show you, there's Personalized Packaging Systems. The original name of the company is Small Quantity Boxes from 30 years ago, and a good company. but Packaging Systems and Pat Tharp, his crew bought small quantity boxes, and in the process, this was a couple years ago, and in the course of this, and I was hired, and in the last year to help work with them to even grow it and make it better and improve their online presence. And I'm doing the same for Packaging Systems, but this was my first priority here. And so we hired AmericanEagle.com, which you've heard about, and you've heard from some people with American Eagle. I hired AmericanEagle.com to be my digital marketing agency, and I hired Upwork, UPWORK.com, and in particular, a guy named Faison Bernie I found on Upwork, who's just been wonderful. And it's like Upwork and some of those services for doing drawings and digital marketing and stuff that you don't need an American Eagle to do, that can be like your helpers, your workers, the people doing the drawings and that sort of thing. Like if you had an office, a marketing office, and you had some creative people, well, it's nice to have someone close to you that you can call on all the time. And so Upwork has become that for me. And American Eagle is the next notch up, where they take the work I give them, the ideas that we have, they have work and ideas, and we develop stuff all together. And there'll be times sometimes when American Eagle will do the first tranche, and then I can take it over to my marketing people at Upwork to finish things out and use American Eagle for more important things. It's a teamwork thing. It is a teamwork thing. Anyway, so what we had small quantity boxes, and this is just a company that would make corrugated cardboard boxes and other types of packages in small quantities for people that are either doing a startup, they just don't need that many things. But we added some different things to it. And what you're seeing here is let's get something going where we can have some fun with the customers. So here's our lead page, Personalized Packaging Systems. And I'm going to reload it so you can see what happens when people go. There we go. You can see they go to the site, and you see then in jumps these two guys. This is Packaging Pete and Sadbox Sammy. And we talk about don't package naked. It's like, do you get the idea that about a naked box that doesn't take advantage of the time that people see that box and can, extend your brand? And then here's a kind of cool thing is that, and this is a little sneak preview. We go here to introducing them. I hope you hear this. Listen to this. All right. And we got some animation going there, and there's more to come. We're working right now on about a 90-second animation that's going to take you through the story, and it's going to be fun with Packaging Pete and his sidekick Sadbox Sammy, and we're going to have some fun with this. And the fun thing is can you remember? Don't package naked. That's fun. And we're just keeping it nice. And look what happens when you type it in here. Boom. There you go. Right to our website. So people can remember that. Now, the other thing that we have accomplished, I got some comments here, so let's jump in here. Let's see. Greg Sneed says, hey, good to see you. Greg Sneed, thanks for coming by. Good. When we're talking about this, we trademark don't package naked. And that's really important. You want to grab this stuff that's good, make sure you own it. And I'll tell you what, one of the most valuable trademarks is just make sure you own the URL and some misspellings and things like that. But in the whole idea, the eagle and the anchor is that I want you to know that the eagle is Personalized Packaging Systems, small quantity boxes, the company that is doing these products like printed boxes and tapes, flexible pouches, promotional boxes. And then we also have an online store right here, just like this. There you go. And you notice that we're doing small quantity boxes, new look, new branding. And you see that we're helping people understand when they go there, they see something a little different. They know it's still the same company. Now, so what do we get out of this? It's like, well, we're trying to get cool things going here. And I referenced a friend of mine here, and his website, blackribbit.com. And I want you to see this here, because when we talk about the whole idea of marketing and branding and how all that works and how people think about it and stuff. We want to understand there's a difference and understand that we don't have to get all argumentative about the words. But this blog just makes you think, what's the difference between branding and marketing? And I want you to get on here and read his stuff sometime when you get a chance. But this is the analogy, and this is the thing I want to read to you right here. It says, remember, when you know what your party is about, you're going to have a party, you'll know who to invite and where to send the invitations. So first you plan your party, develop brand strategy, you build your guest list, define your target market, your target audience, and then make and send your invitations, develop and launch your marketing plan. Wow, that is just like so simple and so easy to understand. Well, so in the course of this, with the help of this AmericanEagle.com, and you guys, I got to tell you, it's like, think about AmericanEagle.com. If you want me to work with you with AmericanEagle.com, just give me a call, because I can liaise there with you, bring you in. And also I can be the guy at AmericanEagle.com to help you get what you need to do. Because sometimes, we found this out many times really, is that there's just not enough of you to go around. And that's where the CEO extender like me comes around, where I help get projects done. And this might be an example of a project for you to get done. But here's the cool thing. Look at this Google search, personalized packaging systems. 3 words, the new branding, ultimately the new name of the company. Small quantity boxes is going to be changed into personalized packaging systems officially over the next month or so. But this is the transition. But if you notice that I just use those 3 generic words, and except for paid ads that jump in here and try to get a hold of that stuff, we're the first organic ad and the second, because it's picking up from LinkedIn. How cool is that? Brand new, right out of the box. Within days, we were there. And I think, it's like, this is where I'm really seeing a lot of cool stuff from American Eagle and the value that they bring in the background with their SEO work. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Now watch this, and this will knock your socks off. More results. Click on this. And then, okay, there's your paid ads. But don't you like to go to the ones that are organic? People got, honestly. And look at this. Look at these. All these references to our site. See, there's Packaging Pete. On and on and on. It's like, I'm so proud. I mean, I knew why I wanted to work with AmericanEagle.com, but now I got it. Call me if you want to do that. If you think, wow, you need someone like me, I help find them and get it going, and I can help you do it too if you need it for your company. But then look over here. This was great. Now, it shows people where they are. And then the other part is, we developed this website in such a way that, you want to don't package naked. You want to dress it up. For people that are very visually oriented, this helps. And then different ways to express the products. You can just drop down and look at the words, or people might be just, they like to look at the pictures. Well, here's the 4 major product pillars that we, introducing here. And then let us print on your naked boxes. How fun is that? And people can go buy naked boxes on our online store, and then we can talk to them about personalizing them. And then featured industries that we're really big in. And then what about our group? Because it's really all about the people. Packaging Pete, learn more about us, our process, news and events, about the merger with Packaging Systems and all that, and the big article there, and then talk about Packaging Pete. Let's click there, see what. There you go. How fun. And we don't want to leave Sadbox Sammy out. We're going to try to help Sadbox Sammy get happy. Now, can you remember that? And isn't that fun? Now, Scott Lemke, he's a rock star. Scott's my main guy at AmericanEagle.com. And he's the fellow that takes interest, and he's a utility player and knows how to do everything. And Scott, along with now Sam, Samantha Lane, and Gina, and then of course I had Megan. I can go on. There's a handful of the dream team here that we work together, and now we know each other, and there's just been marvelous things happen. And that's the kind of stories you want. Well, what does this translate in now? You've heard me do previous shows about, you know, marketing and sales and measurements and stuff. And I think I just recently did one of how you measure, your marketing success. And the fact is that there's just a lot of stuff that you want to consider. And one is, what do people think of when they're thinking about needing what you're selling? And then look at this. Now, one of the things you're seeing on this website is you're seeing that we attract people many different ways, and people can find stuff in the ways that are more comfortable to them. They say, oh, I want something that looks like that. And they just kind of click on it. And next thing you know, there's a page about it. Then there's request for quote forms, not highly restricted. There's not many required fields because that always drives people nuts. We allow people to just drop files in if they want to show us what they're talking about, send us a message and talk to us. It's all about making it easy to buy and communicate with one another in whatever way is comfortable for the potential customer, for you. So, what do you think about this? The eagle and the anchor. So, the eagle is the company. That's us. But the anchor is what goes on inside the hearts and minds of the people that you're trying to attract. And what do people remember? Well, it's interesting. Personalized packaging systems is kind of memorable because it just expresses exactly what people want. They don't want to package naked. They want their packages to be a good advertisement for them everywhere and all along the way what they do. But how do you remember it? Then how do you remember how to get to us? Now, don't package naked. It makes you smile and laugh. We're not doing anything dirty or crazy or anything or lewd or any kind of things like that. It's all G-rated. And anything outside of that or any innuendo or anything like that, it's just, we're not doing that. That is not what it's about. It's about make you smile and have some fun and enjoy packaging Pete and Sadbox Sammy and other characters are going to come along and then be working throughout things. I can't wait to show you the animation that's going to demonstrate the point of why you want to make sure your boxes are personalized and that your branding is there so people can see it. It's like you never even thought about all the times people see these boxes. But then you have these pillars of products that we've got here that you can enjoy and people can go here. I mean, how fun is this? So then the other part is testimonials. And we've talked about this before, but you kind of have testimonials. And this is Pat. He's the owner of Packaging Systems. He likes the work that I'm doing for him. I'm thankful I'm still doing it. Dr. Isaacs, I did a long stint with him, took a few months off, and he called me back up, said, hey, I need a CEO extender. Jay, come back in. Let's do something else. It's like, great. This is Dennis. He's the founder of SQB. Jeffrey Gitomer, King of Sales. Jim Cathcart. Oh my gosh, a legend in the world of sales and marketing. And he likes the way we do the show. But see what you do. And then people from all around the world who wrote about me in particular here. So what I want to know is, do you have an eagle and an anchor or just an eagle? Because sometimes those eagles fly so high you can't even see them or you can't read the writing on the side. But the anchor is that emotional, that mental, that fun, that make them smile feeling that people remember. You see, that's what I want you to do. I want you to remember, and I want your customers to remember you and promote something that's fun. You got to emotionally anchor what you're doing and how you do what you do in the hearts and minds of the people that you want to attract so that they know when to find you when they need you. Just kind of like everybody saves their stuff up in their Outlook so they can type in a search and hopefully find the idea. Well, I use my cell phone the same way. Put notes and contacts and stuff. Kind of becomes your brain for finding stuff. But really the best way is you have something that anchors it in the hearts and minds of the people that they remember, they kind of smile, they might even talk about. So what's the eagle? That's what you're selling. That's what you're doing. That's your products. What's the anchor? That's what people really remember. That's what people really remember. So what are some anchors that you remember? It's like finger looking good, Kentucky Fried Chicken. What's another anchor? Somebody got an anchor? Type one in. Remember, there's a delay, so I'm wrapping up, but what's another anchor? It's the real thing. Coke is. Okay. What's another anchor? Don't package naked. Personalized packaging systems. Don't package naked. Oh, you can just type in "don't package naked" and find our website too. Or the other things that you want to do for your website, and people make these mistakes. If they have a long name, we like personalized packaging systems. It Googles up, SEO is really good. And you can see it gave us organic rankings right off the bat. But when you're trying to tell someone what to do, they can just go pps-web.com and find us. Look at that. Here, I'm going to show you. Look at this one more time here. Let's go into this one right here. Boom. I'll make a new one. I'll make it easier. There you go. PPS, Personalized Packaging Systems web.com. And ta-da! How about that? So it's easy to tell people. And then what about your email? Your email is js@personalizedpackagingsystems.com. Well, someone could get really frustrated really fast. So that will work. But they can also go to pps-email.com. And those are the email addresses. So what I'm asking you to do, and you see me teach this and talk it a lot, is position your company, your eagle, your anchor, the mental pictures and ideas and things that people remember. Think about all the ways it can happen and cover those bases so it's easy to do business with you. It's easy to find you, and it's easy to remember. It just makes so much sense. It's intuitive. So now you know. I mean, you've already got my website memorized for this particular company. If you need a little pouch, just need some, large amount or small amount. You need good personalized service. Someone's friendly and easy to get something done. It'd be really cool, and you think that might be a good idea. Or you just want to buy some boxes, period. Where are you going to go? What do you remember now as a result of just what we were talking? Do you remember don'tpackagenaked.com? That'll work. Wasn't it interesting? pps-web.com, so you don't have to spell that out. What do you remember? Do you have a comment? I would really love to see some of you comment what came to your mind first after this little conversation here. If you got one, that'd be good. What short-term memory was the interesting thing about this, how to find this company? Now, I'll watch, see if there's any comments. In the meantime, I've got to thank you for coming. I hope this has been interesting and gave you an idea of how important it is to cover all your bases. Have your main thing, but have an anchor that people can always remember. And then be thinking through what it is to be easy when it comes to doing business with your customers and how to work with your digital marketing agency like AmericanEagle.com, how I work with Phison, with Upwork.com. And all of you, if you're saying, this is cool, I didn't catch this or that, or just exactly how did you get this done and how do you get that done, Jay? Well, just give me a call. I'm here for you. I would love to talk to you and give you some ideas. And like I said, don't worry, I'm not going to send you a bill until we agree. If there's something to do, we'll do something professionally. But right now, let's just talk, see if it makes sense to do something together. And I'm very happy to share information and help you. If you're a DIYer, well, then I can point you in some directions so you can have some fun doing it yourself. Always. Everyone, what a pleasure. What a pleasure to have my group here. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, people everywhere watching the Buyers and Sellers Show. I'm Jay Skinner, and I'm so proud to be your host here every Friday morning at 10:35 a.m. What a beautiful day it is. Go out there and have a great May. Go out there, have a great day. Make it a wonderful weekend. And my dog's outside barking. I hope you just heard him. That's Bailey, the sheepadoodle. He wants to get out there and have some fun too. And remember, don't package naked, dress it up. See you later. Thanks for coming. Bye now. Oh, yeah. See you next week. Thanks for coming. See you next week. Bye now.